Oh, you know what the people will be doing on the day of the total eclipse. So what about the birds and the animals? Joining us today, naturalist of the Johnny Appleseed Metro Park District, Marie Walton, to tell us more. So thanks for coming today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So the birds might be doing some different things during the eclipse?
Yes, and I want to talk about different things that birds might be doing during the eclipse. But first, I brought this poster to show you from the 1932 eclipse. There was a total solar eclipse of the sun almost 100 years ago over New England. And it says, total eclipse of the sun, see nighttime when it's day, in New England as you play, New England eclipses all as a vacation land. And they're trying to tempt people to come to New England and show them different activities that there will be to see and do. So in my first picture that I've zoomed in on from the poster, we have a family using protective eyewear to view the eclipse, much like we will be doing today.
Yeah, we need that, the eyewear.
Yeah,
okay.
Even their dog has some, which is very funny. They have a couple kissing at the moment of totality, maybe something we should bring back this year.
Okay, sure.
We've got people traveling during the eclipse.
We know our hotels are full, so yeah.
Yeah, they still do that today as well, which is cool. And then they also had a picture of a bird, a rooster, reacting by crowing at the moment of totality during the eclipse.
Okay.
So this is something that people have been thinking about or wondering about for at least 100 years. How are birds going to be reacting while we're reacting to the total solar eclipse?
So what do you think they'll be doing? How will they react?
Well, there's several things that they can be doing. So one thing is when the eclipse is starting, when the moon is starting to cover up the sun, the sky is going to be getting darker. So birds that are out during the daytime may start to think that it's nighttime and kind of fly away towards their nests.
Okay.
Also, birds that are out during the day sing a little different song in the evening sometimes than they sing in the afternoon. So they may begin to sing some of their evening repertoire. On the flip side to that, birds that are out at nighttime, such as owls, may start to come out. Yeah.
Okay.
They may begin hooting, thinking that it's nighttime, it's time to wake up. Some species of birds have even been recorded singing different songs only during a total solar eclipse. So we may hear some different bird song than we would usually hear. Yeah. And on the flip side of that, some birds don't react at all. So that is a possibility, but that's still interesting. Why some birds react and why some birds wouldn't react is still very cool.
Right, yeah, exactly. Well, and like after the eclipse is finished and it's bright again, I mean, what are they going to do again? You know, they're going to flip out again. So do you want us watching birds in our yards and doing some things, you know, watching during this whole event?
Yes, so there is a website called eclipsesoundscapes.org, and you can sign up there to do a short training and become an observer.
Oh, okay.
And you can, after you do the short training, you can print out a paper. It's just a front and a back, so pretty short, but it has some things to look out for during the total solar eclipse, things that your own backyard birds like blue jays and robins and owls in your own neighborhood may be doing during the total solar eclipse. You can record what you see and maybe what you're hearing, submit it to NASA, and then they'll send you a certificate back for helping advance science on our own neighborhood birds.
Yeah, that is very cool. So many fun things with the eclipse. And, you know, if you're still interested in this kind of things, you guys have a program coming up, right?
We do. It's called Nature 101, Animal Behavior During the Eclipse, where we'll talk about what birds are doing during the eclipse and other animals as well, what they have been recorded doing in the past.
Wow. All right, is that free? When, April 1st, you said?
Yes, it's free on April 1st, so that's just a week before the total solar eclipse. It'll be at the Park District office at 5:30.
All right, that sounds like fun stuff. All right, let's watch the birds during the eclipse. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, don't go away. First Edition continues in a moment.